Does it really count as exotics in South Africa?
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Technically, they're not exotics if I'm in the exotic place where they live.
Tell me you're from Texas. Apparently, there's a very, very large reptile community. They're not very keen to people shooting rattlesnakes.
It's too much.
Tejas. Tejas Club Podcast is the podcast for you and you.
Testing.
Sounded decent. Like it.
You like it?
It's all right. Taking it a little far.
Well, we'll see how much we like this mic for a while and maybe upgrade. It's going to be interesting to hear your sniffles.
Right. I'm a little nasally. What's up, guys? Today is Monday, February 6th, and this is the first episode of the Tejas Hunt Club podcast. Welcome.
Whoop whoop.
This has been in the plans for a little while. Wanted to get on here and talk to some of the people that we've engaged with on social media and kind of hear some hunting stories, hear different professions that are in the outdoor industry, from hopefully people in photography and videography like we do, to guides, hunters, just anybody in the industry. So kind of the introduction here, my co-host, my fiance Megan, who I'm sure y'all seen in some of our
His
videos.
better half.
My fiance Megan. I'm sure some of y'all have seen the videos that we post on Instagram and Facebook, things like that. So I am Brandon McDowell. I guess I'll start it off. I'm originally from Goliad, Texas, coastal Bend, South Texas area. So I grew up hunting, fishing, high school, junior high, hunted hogs, got to see some pretty cool deer, but didn't really get to hunt deer until I got older. But started out shooting hogs. Had a bunch of friends that had hog dogs. Did that for a while. Then when I graduated high school, went off to college for multiple years, but kind of didn't really hunt that much. Every now and then to go on a dove hunt or something like that. Once I graduated college, got into the industry of filming content, photography and videography, drones, flying real estate. But originally in the Western industry, the team ropings, calf ropings, things like that. All thanks to Megan.
You're going to give me credit?
I'll give you some credit.
Got you started.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in the gear department because I didn't know anything. But got into that. Got to shoot PBRs, the American. My hometown rodeo, which is probably my favorite event that I get to shoot.
Absolutely.
Then COVID happened, as we all know. So a lot of the rodeos got canceled, and we started filming our fishing and hunt trips. I think the first one was with Jared, which you'll see on the podcast too. He's the other guy that we have that is with us most of the time. We're hunting, fishing, and stuff. Went on a black buck hunt with him and filmed that. We did some turkey hunts down in South Texas. That was kind of what got us into the turkey hunt deal, which is we'll get into a whole episode about that for sure.
More to come. Southwest.
It's like I said,
everywhere.
It's February 6th, and I've had the calls out for a little while, a couple days. I tried it in the house one day, that didn't work, so had to do it when I was outside. But that's coming soon. So got into that. Got to have some cool opportunities filming for some clients, record rack, whitetail hunts, veteran hunts, things like that. And then slowly kind of going on different trips and stuff and filming our hunts. And then, like I said, we got to film for some other people too. So that's been fun. And now kind of Megan will give you her story in the outdoors.
Yeah. Except mine's a little bit different than yours. You've been hunting for a while since
Whole
you were a
lot
kid.
different.
Yeah. So, hi. I'm Megan. I grew up in Angleton, Texas, not far from the coast as well. I grew up primarily fishing redfish on the Texas coast, redfish and trout whenever we could. My parents had a boat for a little while, so we spent a lot of time on that boat. Probably not having as much fun when we were kids, but I definitely look back now and I really appreciate the time we spent on the water and still love any chance that I get to go out there. But I started hunting in November of 2012. I had my first waterfowl hunt, so it hasn't been super long. Brandon and I met in 2013 here in College Station, and we started hunting together. Went to a couple dove hunts down in South Texas and blast and cast things, and we've taken photos at that before. But from a content creation standpoint, we've really, like he said, during COVID, the rodeo and Western lifestyle was put on hold. A lot of events were canceled. We had a lot of different budgets that were cut in the marketing and photography and all that sales jazz. So a lot of the companies that were producing these events had to cut their budgets when it came to photography. So that was kind of our reasoning behind vlogging our hunting and fishing trips during COVID. So also a great way to be um, separated from the rest of the public out in the middle of nowhere. So that was the best thing for us during that time. But anyway, so we got to hunting pretty heavily with the turkey hunting, like he mentioned. We've filmed a lot of our exciting turkey hunts. Unfortunately, we didn't film our first whitetail hunt, but that was back in 2018 was when we first got our whitetails. So that was fun. But since then, turkey hunting. I enjoy also some exotic hunting. I've been to South Africa, so that was fun in 2019.
Does it really count as exotics in South Africa?
So, well, that's true.
Yeah.
Technically, they're not exotics if I'm in the exotic place where they live.
Tell me you're from Texas.
If
What
I
do
call
you
them,
call animals exotics in their native homeland? I
okay.
think you're the exotic.
That's actually really funny. Now
That
that
is
you now
funny.
that you point that out,
When you think about it
can't
like
really
that.
call it an exotic.
Can't really call them exotic.
That's funny, but you're right. Anywhere else in the world, I wouldn't be referring to them as exotics because that's industry doesn't exist. So, that's unique to Texas. For those of you who don't know, we have a huge exotic game industry, along with the native. I mean, you can see the
Beautiful
axis hide that we have on the table here. They've become pretty prominent across the state, so that's fun. But yeah, I'm just a little bit of everything. This is actually my axis. So we no, yes,
Yeah, Del Rio.
yeah, okay, just making sure.
Well, north of Del Rio.
Yes,
Yeah,
somewhere in that area, very rocky, dry place.
Devil's River area.
Yeah,
Not exactly where. I'm not gonna tell you. Secret.
Somewhere in that county,
But somewhere in one of those counties in that general area.
Yeah. Yeah. So honestly, my biggest thing is ever since I've started learning about it, and there's something new to learn every day. I think that's something that we both live by, is that we're open to learning. We're never set in our ways. We've definitely gotten to a point where we feel comfortable teaching and mentoring people as well when it comes to the hunting industry. So I know we've spent a lot of time, volunteering and making sure that the next generation is going to get that exposure to the lifestyle and the things that we were able to do in our adulthood. So
Yeah.
I think that's been the coolest thing for us with the brand, is educating and having those conversations. And sometimes they're hard. Sometimes it's combating some misunderstandings or misconceptions in the industry, but
I think it's fun.
it is fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to me because it caught a little bit of heat, but all it did was just drive my views, so it was cool. For
First and foremost,
for shooting a rattlesnake and eating it. Apparently, there's a very, very large reptile community, and they are not very keen to people shooting rattlesnakes. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to shoot every rattlesnake that I see, but I mean, I wanted to try it, so I ate it. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, and we still have the skins. Eventually, I'm going to use that for hopefully a camera strap, but we'll see. Anybody who's a good leather worksman, I'm not even sure how to leather creator, if y'all work with snake skins, hit me up. I definitely want to get a custom camera strap done at some point. Just don't know who to work with. So
that'd be cool.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of my story. I went to Texas A&M. We met here. I graduated in 2014. My day job is in social media and marketing, so we're all kind of in the same realm when it comes to what we do. And Tejas Hunt Club is something that we've grown as, something we were vlogging about into a brand, and it's been exciting to really connect with these people and, share those experience with them and them being interested in hiring us to share their experience.
Yeah. Because I mean, on the content side is like we love filming stuff, but then we also like hunting ourselves. So and we like talking about it. We like sharing it with other people and hearing other people's stories and adventures and things that go on. So it's kind of where the podcast is going to go. We're definitely going to try and highlight different opportunities that people can have to not just hunt or fish, but get outdoors. We're a part of different organizations and things, so that benefit from the youth up to adults. So we're also on the Ranching and Wildlife Committee for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. That committee is responsible for putting together a youth clay shoot for 4-H and FFA students. We also have a adult clay shoot or corporate clay shoot to raise funds to pay for the prizes and scholarships at that event. We also have an archery tournament. So seminars going on during Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And then also we have an auction that raises money for those events as well. So we're going to be highlighting those events. If you're going to be in the Houston area, it'd be a great thing to get your family out. Come see the seminars and things. There'll be some great information from some speakers. There'll be vendors there. And then you'll also get to walk around on the fairgrounds. So and enjoy the livestock show and rodeo. We're also a part of the Stewards of the Wild, which focuses more on adults and young professionals that are in the outdoor industry or that want to be involved in the outdoors. Offer a lot of mentored hunting and fishing trips that we're looking to be a part of and help out, from cooking and cleaning to helping guide or taking photos and videos. So we have a lot of opportunities we want to share with people and get the information out there. Also about legislative things or ways that you can help give back to the outdoors and, like as Megan said, make sure that it's here for future generations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So we've got also Total Archery Challenge. We're
Yep.
both well, I'm a newbie bow hunter.
Yeah.
I've only had my bow since September, maybe August, September, something like that.
Yeah.
So I will have my first Total Archery Challenge. Brandon, this is your third
year.
So I've shot video and photos of them each year that we've gone. It's a really enjoyable experience. This will be my first year to shoot it. I need to go tune my bow, actually, now that I think about it. So tack will be coming up. And then we also have hopefully some fishing trips in the near future. Still trying to get that hooked up. But
Yep. And then we're also going to have some other episodes already lined up. So some guests coming up that we're going to sit down and talk with about different things. I know this week, like I said, February 6th, I'll be sitting down with Brandon from SEI West Texas and talking about the money that they just raised at their event that we actually covered. We took the photos and the videos there to help promote the event, but they raised over $1 million. So we're going to sit down and talk to him about how they raised that money and then also where all that money's going. We got some stuff lined up. Hopefully we'll have some more content for you. So if you would, subscribe, like, follow us. We'll have this podcast on YouTube. We'll post clips on Instagram. We'll have it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere you can listen to podcasts at. So we really appreciate y'all following along on this and the support that we've had so far and the support we'll get from now on. So we appreciate it. And stay tuned. Tejas Hunt Club Podcast. See you later, guys.
bye.